Hello, friends. I'm Brian, and this is Gizmo Board Games. And today, I am starting a new, hopefully just three-part little quick series that I said I would do if I got 100 subscribers, and I surpassed that a couple weeks ago or a week ago, somewhere around there, when I was releasing my top 50 favorite games of all time. Got an influx of new subs, and one point last summer, there was an influx of people showing off their shelfies, etc., and doing that. And I said, I don't know if I'll ever do that because I am very particularly in particular with my organizations, I guess, a little obsessive compulsive, maybe, I don't know. And generally, for my movies and CDs, yes, I still have those because I'm old, and etc. Things like that, I organize them in alphabetical order or like in order by series or whatever the case is. And with board games, I can't do that. And so every time I come in here, I just see something I want to reorganize. Something just messes with me that I want to change and move whatever the case is. I want to make different what I've got because something just irks me about the setup. But I said if I ever get 100 subs, I'd go ahead and keep everything in order long enough to do a little bit of a quick shelfie video review, shelfie tour, whatever you want to call it, because people were asking about that in some of the places I converse with people about games online, that is, in Discords and whatnot. And I surpassed 100, so keeping with my promise from good 6, 7, 8 months ago, here is my little series of shelfie videos. That means for the next probably 3 straight days, I'm probably going to knock out one a day. I'm going to not touch my shelves unless I get a new game to add. I might get a game this week. I'm expecting one or two, and I'll put them in and whatever. But otherwise, I'm just going to do a quick rundown of what I've got in the cubes, how they may or may not be organized, and maybe a quick one-off comment on each of the games. But I don't want this to go on too long because I don't want to bore you and I don't want to spend a lot of time editing it. But anyway, I've got 4 different Kallax cubes, as you'll see, and basically I've got 2 of these 4x4s, which is what's here, and against the wall behind me, typically. And then I've got a 2x4 and a 3x4, which kind of take up the corner, where you really see those in a lot of my videos with my current setup. This is the one you don't see very much, and that's where we'll start. And the organization in my room is this is the side wall at the end of my game table. Here I'm at the very head of the table, and that's the door to enter my game room right behind me. So when you walk in, you'll walk right into my game table here, and this will be on your left in my room. And my other games are straight ahead from that door there, and that's where I normally sit at the table to film most of my videos. So that's what you're more used to seeing. This, you're not so used to seeing. But the way I've organized my room is over here is definitely the more family-friendly kids games, especially as we move down the shelf. And then, I've got some knickknacks here because I don't have all these shelves filled yet. Hopefully I never do. I hate to overflow. I'd rather, get some turnover instead of, taking up this shelf. I like the nice display I've got going on here. I'm an Ohio State fan, if you haven't learned that by my previous videos. But this is kind of my Ohio State collection here, sports area. I've been a sports collector most of my life. So I've got a lot of that up there. I've got some Final Girl minis prepped here for painting with the box that came in. So that's kind of what's there. It's just kind of an overflow shelf area. I had to stick things without it cluttering up a video. But here it is, cluttering up a video. On this shelf, I've got some Star Wars and Harry Potter. These are mostly my family's. They've been in our living room near our entertainment stuff. But when I had this shelf to fill, I went ahead and pulled them in here to give me some life in here. And I wouldn't mind adding to that some more things. I am a big film liker as well, a film buff. Used to watch probably a movie a day back when I was in college. So I've got a little bit of collection there. And then here's my baseball area where I have some stadium collections and some bobbleheads. Growing up in Cincinnati, I went to a lot of Reds games, so I've collected a lot of Reds bobbleheads there. And that's kind of what's on the top shelves. So that would be a normal 2 singular cubes, but I took out the middle part of each just to give me some spread there. So that covers the top shelf here. And those 2 cubes. We're well on our way here. All right. Starting over here, I've got the Funko Pop strategy games. We haven't really played these much. I think I played it twice with my daughter. but they look cool. I've got, Rick and Morty displayed right now, but we've also got some Harry Potters. Those are mostly my daughters. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to have these stick around. They're fun, but we don't really play them, and that's a whole cube of Funkoverse that we could potentially move, or like I mentioned in one of my other videos, I could pull those out and put them on display too and do something else with the boxes, because I don't know how much we're actually going to play the game. And even if, I pull them out and combine them into a smaller box, at least that would free up space as needed. All right, next to that, I've got not really any kind of organization, actually, to this shelf. This is kind of film related. That's kind of the theme here. As you got the Networks, which is a TV game, Villainous, based on the Disney Villains movie, and then Roll Camera as a cooperative video game. I like the Networks. I didn't like Roll Camera as much as I had hoped, but it's all right. It's not bad, and I've only played it solo, so maybe it'll change with some plays with a real group. And Villainous, I try to introduce to my family who aren't real gamers and their kids. I think we played it when they were 12 and 8, and it was a lot. It was a lot for them to take in, and it went on quite a while, and I don't know how much they enjoyed it, so I don't know how much we're going to poke at that again. I'll have to get that out with a real game group, I think, to see if I want it to stick around or not. All right, then next to me, I've got two. I'll try to stay on camera as best I can, but I don't want to move around too much. But I've got two party game shelves. This is where I keep my party style games. Here I got one of my favorites, Bang the Dice game, The Resistance, another social deduction game, and then the big Sushi Go Party Box. That's another real fun hand builder. And then I've got these facade games. These look cool on the shelf. I don't really care for them that much. They're all right for what they are. They're all kind of social deduction style, big group. They're real good for big group play. But there's a lot of hidden information. You got to kind of rely on everybody being honest at all times in the game. And they don't bring a whole lot different to the table. And I'd rather just play some of these other games. But I like the way they look like books. I like what Facade Games has done. And I would gladly play any of them. But they're just not generally my cup of tea. So I don't play them a whole lot. On this shelf, I've got Muse. This game I picked up back in Essen when it first went on sale. It's pretty fun. It's kind of Dixit-esque, but you're playing in groups and you're giving people a role, or what the teams are deciding the card they're picking and how they're gotta display that role. So it's a little bit like charades or whatever. They got to do silly things when they give their clues, such as sing a song or whatever. So it's fun. Not one I get out a lot just because I got some other games we prefer more. Codenames, always a classic. Deception, Murder in Hong Kong, that's a real fun social deduction game as well. And then Camel Up is also very, very enjoyable in a group little betting game. I've got the old version. The new version looks even more fun than the old version with the backwards going camels. So I'm interested in trying that one, but I don't need to buy it because I've got the original Camel Up right there. All right, so I'm going to take a pause here for a minute and move myself and the camera down lower so we can see the bottom two rows. All right, well, hopefully you can see me here. I'm on the ground and in frame as best I can without blocking what I'm showing off here. But the bottom right half of the shelf here, I got a bunch of Harry Potter games. My daughter, big Harry Potter fan. These are mostly all hers. In fact, they're technically all hers. Hogwarts Battle is one I bought for her for her birthday, and it's the only one I think we've even touched. As you see, some of them are in cellophane still. But some Trivial Pursuit and stuff. She doesn't play a lot of games. I asked her if she wanted to keep them not too long ago, and she said yes. So hopefully maybe we'll touch them, maybe we won't. Below that, we got kind of the throwaway shelf-ish for now. Monopoly collection of some Monopolies down there. My wife's Golden Girls, my daughter's Scooby-Doo, and then my other daughter's Cats vs. Dogs Monopoly. They're all Monopoly, whatever. And a Han Solo card game from when this movie came out, and somebody bought this for me. I've not played that either. All right, and then moving to up here, the top, well, the third shelf down left here. This is a bunch of play games, sports games, tabletop sport games. I really enjoyed play games. It's kind of where I got my start, was on tabletop sports and back in high school, and been playing them off and on throughout my years here. And play is one of the The designers I really enjoy. I did a spotlight of them last summer at one point. But they've got various games. They got Demo Derby game. Baseball is the one I played the most. Hockey Blast I've also played quite a lot of. Soccer Blast I got for the World Cup a few years ago and enjoyed that one. For soccer, I'm not a soccer fan. They've got a basketball game. Then they've got this Highlight Maker Hoops, was a quick playing basketball. I'm sorry, that's replay basketball. Tried to sell that off once. Nobody expressed interest. If you're interested in checking out the replay basketball game and you watch my channel, this one, I've got some seasons and stuff. I don't play it. I would free up space if you wanted it, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't play that one at all. The Play Highlight Makers Hoops is a quicker playing basketball game. And Bowlorama, which I've also only played like once. It's a bowling game, though, if you're interested in bowling. Down below this, we've got a bunch more of these old school family kids style games with Hungry Hungry Hippos right on top. A couple Ice Cools. This is a real fun little flick 'em around game. I really enjoy these for a dexterity game. We've got Sherlock Express. I don't know what this is. This is my daughter's game. It fits right in there nicely, though. And then Clue, Simpsons. I'm a big Simpsons fan. And the Game of Life. My daughter's, one of her favorites is playing the Game of Life because she likes the pets and all the kids. I'm going to pause here again and rearrange to show off the last 4 cubes on this area. All right, folks, back on the ground over here. Looking at the top right, I've got Flamecraft, a new one that just came out not too long ago. Really enjoyable, cute little game. Easy to introduce. I like that one a lot. Collect resources, go around the board to try to either enchant shops with your resources or to get more resources when you visit the shop. Little Dragons, a lot of fun, easy to play. My family has enjoyed that one. Zug um Zug is a Ticket to Ride, just in German. Classic, very fun. It's one I think my whole family's played together the most. My Little Scythe, I've gotten to play this one again recently with my youngest daughter. We've enjoyed playing that too. Get to the table solo as well, trying that out. And it's a nice introduction to the Scythe-esque games for the family. Scooby-Doo Betrayal at Mystery Mansion is right here. Not sure how well you can see these, but I don't really want to pull them out and take a bunch of time off. But that's a Betrayal at House on the Hill. But for the kids, it's Scooby-Doo version. And it's kind of okay. I've done a review of this one as well in the past. You can check out my thoughts there. This one is definitely more of my youngest daughter's section here on the bottom. We got Color Brain. She really likes this one. It's more of a party game. I don't think we've ever played it in party style. It says 2 to 20 players. I'm pretty sure she's only ever played it 2 to 3. Don't Break the Ice, old classic. Kind of want to get rid of it. You know, we've pretty much outgrown a lot of these, but my daughter doesn't want to get rid of them, and they've still got a space for them, so no point in getting rid of them yet. Connect 4, old classic. Again, had that one for quite a while. Googly Eyes, another one of my daughter's favorite party style games. I lied. The Googly Eyes is the one that we haven't played with enough people. It's 4 to 16 players. I think she's only played it in 3. Just never enough people. It's like Pictionary, but you're wearing funny glasses. Color Brain I have played. It's Disney edition. I'm not good at it. Everyone in my family knows Disney movies way better than me. I got those two kind of mixed up. We got a little Uno Junior. Haven't really played that. Hatchimals game. I don't know anything about that. Again, this is mostly my daughter's shelf, but Battleship, another old classic that is really enjoyable. And we'll move down here. I've got Con of Cons. I think is the first Kickstarter game I ever backed. It's a Reiner Knizia game. I tried to get it for my family because it said it plays young, looked fun. Collect cows and stuff and try to score points. Wasn't as enjoyable as it sounded, but it's not terrible. Nice little small quick game that the family can play. Llamanos is a dominoes game, but your llamas. I like llamas. My family likes llamas. We haven't really played this one though, I don't think. Maybe once. Catlantis, another little family cat game. I've reviewed this one as well, so you can check out my review and my reviews channel for that. Zombie Kids Evolution. We are most of the way or halfway through playing out the whole campaign on this, and it's really fun. We really enjoyed this one. It's nice, light, easy little campaign game for the family / kids. A little bit of a zombie theme, but it's not scary at all. And then I got 5 of these Tales and Games, little collection games. Kind of outgrown most of them, I think. Got Little Red Riding Hood, Aladdin and the Magic Lamp. I don't remember anything about Little Red Riding Hood. I know we've played them all. Aladdin and the Magic Lamp is fine. It's kind of a pressure luck, pick cards, try to get treasures game. Three Little Pigs. You're building houses out of straw, wood, and brick. It's all right. What's that? The Pied Piper. I don't remember anything from that game. And the best one of the bunch by far is the Hare and the Tortoise, where you're making the 5 different animals race the Hare and the Tortoise race and see who crosses the finish line. And they've each got their own movement abilities that trigger at certain times. And it's quite a nice little game, way better than I expected, considering the nature of the games being kind of family oriented and the other 4 not being impressive. Hare and Tortoise, I would play for sure in any group. It's really fun. And then finally, King of Tokyo, another old classic. I'm not a big fan of it because I'm not a big fan of dice checkers and whatever, but it plays fast, it plays a bunch of people, and it's really easy, and it's enjoyable. So it's here, and it's probably here to stay for a while. Takenoko, one of my favorites, another lightweight game where you're collecting bamboo and trying to score points and moving the gardener around to grow bamboo and moving the panda around to eat bamboo. There's a lot of thinkiness to it, so it makes it a little complex, but you know, if you play like my daughter, you just collect the bamboo cards and try to eat a bunch of bamboo with the pandas, and maybe you win that way. Creature Comforts, another recent Kickstarter game, another resource management game, collecting things and trying to build the best comforts for the winter before hibernation, and that's a lot of fun as well. And the last one, Animals on Board, is kind of an I Split You Choose game where you're collecting animals for the ship, and I believe I've done a review on that one as well on the channel if you want to check out my further thoughts. But that's it. That's 1 Calyx down, first part done. I believe 2 more parts to come, and I am going to try to not organize things over the next couple days while I knock out some more of these. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I swear I do more than just crawl around on the floor and point out my games. I got reviews, I've got lists, I've got etc. But this I promised for 100 viewers or 100 subscribers, and I got that, and I am keeping my word to those couple of people who cared that I do this. So here you go. This is for you, but this is for everybody who enjoyed it. Please come back for future videos from me. I promise to put out 1 a week. I think I'm going to try to do these over the next 2 weeks worth of videos in 3 parts. So it'll be 1 now, 1 probably in the middle of the week, and then the final part a week from now is my current plan, subject to change as other ideas come up that I desire to film and publish ahead of time. But I probably am going to film these between the next couple of days just to knock it out so I can get back to rearranging my shelves as often as I see fit. So come back if you want to check out the rest of my shelves and what I have to offer, and I will catch you next time. Bye.